It's really weird doing these videos by yourself when you're by yourself in your house, because I'm talking to my dog right over there, asleep on the couch, and nobody else. But what am I here to talk about today? I'm here to talk about why, as a creative freelancer, and in particular for photographers, because this first workshop is aimed towards photographers, why you should sign up for the Financial Foundations class. It's called Streamline Those Benjamins, because we all want to make lots of Benjamins. I feel like I should make a song about that to make it more catchy. I don't know, but I'm not that cool. Anyway, so why should you sign up for this workshop? I'm going to start with a story. So when I first started my business about 7 years ago, I was first trying to figure out where I should price myself as a business. I did a lot of research online. I went from website to website to try to figure out where my pricing should be. I knew I should probably be at the bottom of the range that I found because I was pretty new to the market. I was new to weddings and family photography. I knew I should be towards the bottom. But I needed to figure out what the range was in order to get to the bottom. At the time, I didn't know this is called market research, but that's what I was trying to do. It was impossible to figure out a range for where everybody should be, or where I thought I should be, where the rest of the market was. Really, there was nothing. Nobody put their prices online, which as a client has to be endlessly frustrating when you're trying to find a photographer. Some places would put prices start at this. Very few places put their actual pricing, and I get sometimes your pricing changes and you don't want to keep up online. Understand all that. But as someone trying to do market research, I found it really frustrating. So then I went to a bunch of networking events and would try to figure out, where other people were. I would try to get to know photographers really well so that I could ask them, where they were in a way that I felt like was ethical and nice and I'm not being sneaky. And I felt like people were very resistant to telling me their pricing. And not in like a vindictive or a mean way or anything like that, but in a way that I felt like maybe at the time I felt like they saw me as being competition. So they didn't want to tell me their pricing because they were worried I was going to undercut them by $100 and they were going to lose their clients to me. So there's where I was. Through the years, I've kind of waded through. Pricing's always been this continuous mystery during this time, but I've kind of waded through, figured it out, tried some different things, struggled a lot with what to do and how do I personally make money off of this. And I started to really pricing was always a mystery, but I started to really like the business end of things. So much so that I decided to go get my MBA because I'm crazy and a glutton for punishment, apparently. Through that process, I really learned how cost, expenses, revenue, how salary, all of that plays into one another and weaves into one another to create the foundation of a business. I created something for my own photography business on how to really work out pricing, margin, which everybody talks about margin. I didn't really know what that was at the time, but how to work all of that in to, at the end of the year, what I can pay myself, what I can put back into the business, and how I can use all that information to project growth for the business. So this took getting my MBA to figure it out. I don't suggest everybody goes and gets their MBA. It's a lot of money. And you don't need to go do that. Once I figured all of this out for my business, about where I should be priced, some strategy, how many weddings I need to shoot, how many families I need to shoot in order to meet my bottom line and be able to pay myself. Once I figured all of that out, it just clicked for me that the reason people didn't want to tell me where they were pricing is not because they didn't see me, not because they saw me as competition. It was because everybody's guessing. Everybody's struggling. Nobody knows how to price themselves. And if you're to tell somebody else where you're priced and it doesn't fit where you should be, and you don't know if it does or not, then that is something that's like this big vulnerable moment for a lot of creatives. So the reason it was hard for me to figure out, where the market was and do market research is because nobody knows where it is. A lot of people are guessing. So for this workshop, you have a few different options. You can not take it, and you can keep struggling, you can keep guessing, you can keep trying to figure it out on your own, and trial and error over the years and go through 5 to 10 years of trying to figure it out. You can keep paying back taxes, you can keep not knowing what your taxes are going to be and not be able to estimate that. You can do that for the next 5 to 10 years because you'll probably figure it out. Later you'll probably figure out the sweet spot for your pricing and for your target market and where that should be and how many weddings you need to shoot. Or you can take this workshop and we can figure it out in a matter of months. If you take an intensive workshop, you can figure it out in a week. So when I hear things from photographers like, I don't have enough money, I don't have the time right now, which one is more going to cost you more money? Which one is going to cost you more time? And this is something that's the foundation for your business, for every business ever, for the foundation of a business. This is something you need to figure out in order to grow your business, in order to be ethically responsible to all of your clients and what you're offering. There's 2 different options for the workshop. There's the integrative approach, which is once a week, so 3-day workshop. We meet one day a week, sometimes 1 day a month, depending on which workshop you sign up for. And that way you really have a chance to integrate it into your business as you're going and come back and ask lots of questions and have that, all those questions answered, and also be able to take all of this information in bite-sized chunks. If that doesn't fit you, there's also the intensive option. So it's a 4-day workshop because there's so much information that I don't want to overload everybody in just 3 days. 4-day workshop. It's either a retreat style where we'll go somewhere, or it's at a local place and you come 4 days in a row, and we really work through a lot of this. It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be intense, but afterwards you will feel so empowered that you are the owner and the decider of your business. I promise you will feel better about this. So go check it out, go sign up, ask me questions. If I was on YouTube, I would point to all these areas where you can click to ask me questions. But email me, ask me questions if you have any questions about the workshop. If you want to sign up, there's payment plans if that's an issue. It's a little cheaper if you don't do the payment plan, just pay it one time. Lots of workshops coming up this fall. Other than the financial foundations, we have marketing workshops coming up, legal workshops coming up, a branding workshop, and we have a few other things in the works. So we have lots of good things that will help you with your business, but I highly suggest you start with the financial foundation of your business. No matter if you're brand new or you've been at it for 5 to 10 years and you're still struggling through the muck. We will figure it out. You will feel better afterwards. We will do lots of work, but it's gonna be great and we're gonna have fun. And I'm a ridiculous person when I'm videoing myself at home. This isn't gonna be in the video. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sign up. Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. Up here. Come here. Upsy dupsy. Oh, come say hi to all the people. This is the sleepy puppy that was asleep on the couch and I was talking to you about business because you're a sweet little boy. Good boy.